Hello, what's up? Let's see what we got going on here. It's called Dear Sarge. Dear Sarge, this is looking. I won't. I won't form an opinion. I won't do that because forming an opinion, as a diviner, it can go the opposite way. As a human, what I'm seeing is right, quite, quite messy. But let's see, as a diviner, how this go. As a human, this looks very, very, very toxic, very, very messy, very, very unnecessary and dangerous. So, um, that is just a human standpoint looking at that. But divine wise, divinity wise, let's see what's up. All right. Straightforward. Okay, well, then it is very toxic. This is a very volatile situation, dear Sarge. Dear Sarge, but you are a mimicker, a huge mimicker. You do not have your own identity. You are a person who has taken on many, many, many identities. Whenever you find something you like, you get obsessed with it to the point to where you overdo it and then choke it to death. I don't mean literally choke, but I mean you choke the situation to death. Like whatever you mimic, people cannot wait for you to get done with it so they never have to see it again because you OD on it, right? You OD like crazy on it. You are a very venomous, snaky, untrustworthy person, a sexual deviant, emotionally needy. A lot of things you do fail, or at least recently. You're blaming your father for your issues, which is strange because this feels like a feminine group. It feels like a group of feminines. And you're blaming your father for all your troubles, which is strange. Because this isn't anything where your father did anything sexually to you. So, I'm not sure why you're blaming your father. And I'm not going that deep. That's a psychological exam. And we're not here for that. So, you are a big BSer. A huge, huge BSer. You're constantly being negative. You're always in a negative mood, negative way. Always even putting yourself around negativity. So you can be a negative person. Like the most negative in the room. You put yourself around negativity so you can be the most negative in the room. Because remember I said you are very snaky and venomous. And you do a lot of your stuff at night. You're not a person who's up in the daytime. You're a night person. And people should definitely not trust you. They definitely should not trust you. You found out something about yourself that truly hurt your feelings. And it caused you to go into a drug stupor or alcohol stupor. Binge. Yeah, you've been ODing on your behaviors to the point to where you are going to OD if you don't stop. You're going to mess around and kill yourself if you don't stop. You've got some crazy fetishes. I would stop those fetishes because those fetishes can lead to someone getting killed. So I would not do those fetishes any longer. Partake in them, especially when you're drunk and high, and whatever it is that you enjoy, if you do it drunk and high, continuously do it, you're going to mess around and kill somebody while doing it. You're not going to get killed. You're going to kill somebody. So it's rough. It's wild. I don't know. Don't need to know. Freaky circus sex that you're having. One of your partner's going to end up getting killed. And I highly doubt you're seeing the same person. I think, well, I'm not going to say I think. You feel promiscuous. You feel very promiscuous. You have all these drug addictions, and these drug addictions are causing you to have phobias to accompany them. So what I'm seeing now is you're blaming your father as well as siblings or a sibling for your life's mess ups or your effery, right? So that you have to take action in your life. You have to take action in your life. There is some sexual criminal history here. So if you've been prostituting yourself, that's another reason why you've been acting out. If you've been prostituting yourself. Because like I said, there's no sexual history between you and your dad. I don't feel as though or see as though anything sexual happened to you bad in your childhood for this particular group, dear Sarge. It's just you are promiscuous and you blame your father and siblings for the situation. So my question to you is, what's up with your mom? How come it's your father and your siblings? Where's mom? So you've learned how to, okay, I see. Your mother must have abandoned you guys. So your mother is the one who left the situation, so you had a single father. This group of women had a single father. A group of females had a single father. So you blame your father and siblings for everything instead of putting the blame on your mom. I don't know the situation. If your mom passed away, if your father's the reason your mom left, I don't know. But you feel as though you had an improper upbringing. And you probably have a criminal past. Or you've done, like, you've been to jail or got little misdemeanor, minor things. It's not, I'm not seeing anything heavy as far as the jail sentence for you ladies. But you probably had, like, petty stuff. Oh, you were prostituting. So you probably had those little 1 to 3 sentences, something like that, under a year in jail, like county or, like minimum. Some of you have been in mental facilities, but it was more like a state prison instead of, helpful. You're being passive aggressive. But what you need to do is stop messing yourself over. What you're doing is messing yourself over. And you're breaking up relationships that should not be broken up. All you had is your father and your siblings. And you saying that's what caused your life to go haywire. Well, I already told you, as I always tell people, do not blame anyone. Look at yourself. But your mother left for whatever reason. So you need to shift the child's blame to your mother and then come up out of that child mentality and get over it. Point blank, period. Because the prostitution, the drugs, the alcohol, that is what you chose to do. So you can't blame your mother not being there. Or whether she passed away or just voluntarily left. You can't blame her for not being there. For your addictions and your prostitutions and your mental instability. Because the mental instability is not inherited. That's from your addictions. So, dear Sarge, stop being physically violent. Stop being obtrusive in other people's lives. Stop hating yourself, first of all. Stop treating yourself like you are a man, and treat yourself soft and tender, because you are a woman. You are a female. You are not a masculine. And you're running around with all this anger and aggression. Return yourself back to softness. But do not be soft and secretive. Do not use your femininity to mess people over. Because remember, you are a snake and you are venomous. Right? And stop mimicking and become you. Get up off of those addictions. Come up off of that. Right? You got to fix your internal. And that's why you're so emotionless. You're at the point to where you feel numb. You don't feel nothing and you don't want to feel nothing. But you want your own true identity. They just don't know how to get it. You just don't know how to get it. And you don't have anything to do with the reason your mother left you. This collective, this group. You don't have a reason. I mean, you're not the reason. Children are the reason. And it's not for me to say whether your father was or wasn't. I'm not confirming or denying. Have a conversation with your father. That's what I'm sending you to do. Right? Learn how to grow up and have a conversation with people. Right? The right kind of conversation. Not screaming and hollering, because you won't get anywhere. You want answers, and the only way you'll get answers is to talk to your father, and do not manipulate. Stop calling your dad just for money, because you got your dad on the guilt trip while you are blaming him for everything. Right? You're blaming him for everything. You don't hate him, and you don't hate your siblings, but you're just stuck on this blame thing with them. So get up out of that. I just told you what to do. I gave you the instructions. Because you genuinely love your family. You just stuck on this one thing. And you won't let it go. And the people that are there are not the reason why you feel the way you feel. But like I said, use your child psyche to deal with that particular period. And then grow up and get over it. Because you're not a child. You're a grown woman. You're an adult. And you're an older adult. This group. You're not little kids. It's right. You're sitting around trying to be these celebrity types. The painted face celebrity overdone type. And you don't even like that look, that feel. It doesn't feel right with you. You're a total chameleon. Right? And people think you have it all together, but you don't. And then you've acquired parasites because of this glamorous life you portray. So stop being a people pleaser. Because all you're doing is bringing taboo stuff to you. I mean, you've been a prostitute, so I'm sure you've done a lot of taboo stuff. So it's time to stop that. Right? Everything you tried is, stop it. It's time to let it go. Get a mental health evaluation as well. Because you probably need to be on some medication. First of all, you got to get over this addiction. And then they're going to need to put you on some medication to stable your chemicals back out within your body. And then deal with behavioral modification yourself. Start monitoring your own behavior. And if you're once you go to therapy, then, right, they'll push you through all that. Face your core fears. So you're not stupid. You're not stupid at all. So you know how to start the process of healing. Just do it.